Hello Capricorn, welcome to JilleTarot. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see, this is your love reading. This is for September, roundabout September energy. So this is a love reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And it's not going to resonate with everyone. So let your intuition guide you to what feels meaningful for you. You could also check out the other signs that make up your chart. A lot of times those readings contain additional messages. And thank you for your support. If this resonates, please feel free to like and subscribe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what the energy is coming in for you, Capricorn, regarding love. And we're getting reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so let's get 2 cards for reflection here. What's going on with this situation for giving each other time and space? And we're getting time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity and vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So very interesting energy to start out the reading with reflection. We have giving each other some space at the moment. And then we have time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. And that trust and having faith. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And vulnerability. So Capricorn, it is a time for reflection. If you're in a connection, giving each other space so that you can bring clarity. And it's going to feel a little bit vulnerable. You're going to feel a little bit vulnerable in this time apart energy. So let's get 3 cards for time apart. And we're getting the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. Excuse me. So it feels like with this reflection, giving each other some space and some time apart, and some distance is going to bring some clarity. Having trust and faith that this is all going to work out for the best brings a brand new beginning with this Ace of Cups energy. This is a new beginning in love. This is a new offer of love for those of you that aren't in connection. This is new, new emotional satisfaction coming into the situation. We have the Magician, and this is manifestation. This is making something happen. So when this new loving energy comes in, it is about manifesting. You have everything you need to make something happen. Whatever it is you decide you want from this time apart, trusting and having faith that it's going to work out for the best is this manifestation energy. You have all the tools to make this happen. And this is kind of with the Magician. This is an awareness of your power, that you have the time to work, or the power to work this situation out. However you choose, whatever you see is the best way, this awareness of your power is going to allow you to manifest what you want going forward. And then we have this Knight of Wands energy. This is about taking decisive action here. And with Wands energy, it's about taking passionate action. It's about taking the bold action that's needed to manifest what you want from this connection. So for those of you that are in a connection, it's pretty straightforward here. They're time apart and reflection, giving each other some space brings clarity, and that brings in, it's like a restart, a refreshing love energy. And manifesting more passion, manifesting, taking the action to manifest what you want the solution to be. If you're not in a connection, it feels like there is time apart. You need to take some time to spend in reflection and gain some clarity. But trust and have faith that everything's going to work out for this new loving energy. And then as you gain this reflection and this clarity, as you trust and have faith, there is a new loving beginning coming, and you can manifest it. But it is going to require action on your part. So for some of you, this is fire energy. So it could be a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius that you're manifesting this new beginning with. But more, it's just about tapping into the energy of this Knight of Wands card and take decisive action to manifest this new love. So let's get a card for the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. And we're getting the Three of Swords. So, you know, this is interesting because this is heartache. This is sadness. So, you know, whatever, it feels like take whatever action you're taking, you know, you want to manifest past this hurt. There might be, you know, you might, it feels like there's the risk in all of this of being hurt. But you need to take the action to manifest this situation. You need to take, you know, manifest. These two, the Magician and the Knight of Wands, are action cards. It feels like if you give each other some space, and don't take any action in that time frame, there is the possibility of this hurt, this heartache. But it is also about working through this hurt energy. There could be some betrayal here with this Three of Swords card. You know, there could be some sadness. This could just be about sadness because of the space, because of the time apart. But know that this distance is needed so that you can bring clarity and new, you know, new loving energy. If you're not in a connection, it feels like this is about, you know, there's past heartache. It feels like this is about not taking the actions that's needed for new love because of past heartache, because of the fear of being hurt. But taking some time for reflection actually brings you clarity on, you know, taking a risk. You're never going to, feels like you're never going to have this new loving energy if you don't, if you're afraid of being hurt, if you're afraid of betrayal for whatever reason. So take this Three of Swords card, however that resonates. But there is clarity, there is new love, manifesting new love, taking the action that's needed. And having trust and faith that it's all going to work out for the best. So, and like, you know, we have the Three of Swords, and here we have vulnerability. And so for some of you, like I said, that's where this fear of being hurt causes you not to be open, because this fear of being hurt leaves you feeling very vulnerable. And vulnerable in this time apart, vulnerable and not trusting and having faith that it's all going to work out for the best. So pay attention to this Three of Swords energy and your issues with vulnerability. But the card says you can be completely open with this person. And like I said, it's about taking the action to bring about this new loving energy. And so however that resonates, let's get some cards for vulnerability here. And we're getting the Seven of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Cups. So it's interesting because we have vulnerability and then we have the Seven of Swords. And, you know, this is an energy of betrayal, you know, kind of dishonesty or secret energy here. And so take that however it resonates, because, you know, you're feeling vulnerable. And so you could just be a little bit paranoid with this Seven of Swords energy, because, you know, what can happen is you're trying to guard against any hurt. And that leaves you feeling vulnerable. And when you feel vulnerable, you could kind of see conspiracies everywhere. For some of you, this is literal. There's some sort of deceit or lying, some dishonesty, possibly betrayal, and at the very least, some secrets. You could be keeping secret the fact that you're afraid of getting your heart broke here. But then we have, if you can allow yourself to be completely open and vulnerable and honest with yourself, honest with this other person, we have the Star card coming in, and that's very positive energy. This is hope and healing. This is peace of mind and calm after the storm. It feels like once you are honest with yourself about your vulnerability, about your fear of being hurt, The calm of the and healing of the Star card comes in, and this is renewal energy. You know, this is very nice, hopeful energy here. This is Aquarius energy. So for some of you, there could be something to do with an Aquarius, keeping secrets or dishonesty here. And then we have the Four of Cups, which is interesting because this is not seeing all your options, possibly being a little bit withdrawn, and refusal of a love opportunity. So for some of you, you're going to have to take this however it resonates. But this time apart, this behavior, if this is happening, is actually going to lead to the refusal of a love opportunity here. So just pay attention to that. It feels to me like if you're closed off and shut down and not being vulnerable and open to the situation, it feels like the other person's going to know that something's going on. And that can actually kind of block this hope and healing energy. But with this Four of Cups energy, you know, there's discontentment here, but you're not seeing all the options. If you're withdrawn, you could refuse a love opportunity here. So take that however it resonates. Let's get a card for the Seven of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Cups. And we're getting the Four of Swords. So there is a time for healing. You know, whatever happens in this situation, whatever your specific situation is, this Four of Swords energy comes in, and it's a time, you know, it's a time out. Back to this time apart, giving each other space. There's time out. It feels like things might get a little bit out of control, and you know, you take a time out, time apart. This is just more energy coming in that says, you know, it's time for a rest. It's time for a time out, taking time for yourself, letting things calm down and letting things be. And in the meantime, you know, taking time out for healing, time for yourself, and self-care. You know, we have hope and healing, and we have, you know, resting, letting things be, letting things settle in this time apart, in giving each other space. And this Four of Swords is actually saying also that have trust and faith that this is all going to work out for the best, because we have the Star card here. You know, this is hope and healing with the Star card. So, you know, take that however it resonates. But it does feel like, you know, you need to be able to see all your options here. And to be able to see all these options, you need to be, look at the situation with your vulnerability. When it comes to this time apart, you need to be able to spend time in reflection, and let something go, so that you can get the clarity you need, so that you can bring back trust and faith that it's all going to work out for the best, because the Star card is here. So this Star energy is available, but you can block it with this Seven of Swords energy. You know, you can actually just totally block out this Star card and, you know, be in this Four of Cups energy. So, you know, make sure that you take some time out to let it be, to get yourself, do some self-care, so that you can bring some healing for yourself, and some calmness to the situation, and allow yourself to be open, and, you know, address any issues with feeling vulnerable, because you need to have trust and faith that things will work out for the best. So let's see what the best advice is for you, Capricorn. And we're getting flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others, which is kind of contradictory, but it feels like this is about, you know, not staying in the heavy energy of the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Cups. You know, don't wallow in those negative energies. Make sure that you give, you know, you might have some reflection. You know, take the time that's needed to work on the heavy stuff, but also take some time out to flirt. Take some time out to allow this lighthearted energy to come in, because if it's heavy energy, you know, you're going to spend a lot of time in this Four of Cups. You know, like I said, if you wallow in this hurtful energy, the Four of Cups, you know, it kind of blocks this Star energy. So in this time out, if you want this brand new beginning in love, if you want this, new start in love, new offer of love, new emotional satisfaction, new emotionally fulfilling energy to come in. Remember to extend your lighthearted energy. You know, deal with the heavy stuff, but at the same time, don't make it all about the heavy stuff. You know, allow yourself to start to open up. Allow yourself to start to see this big cup of love that's on offer from the universe. Don't spend all your time reflecting on these 3 cups down here, and allow yourself to take a time out and bring this healing energy back into the situation. So it is a time apart, but trust and have faith that it's all going to work out for the best. And so that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful. And until next time, I'm wishing you lots of love and many blessings.